The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. President Bongbong Marcos is set to visit the United States for the first time next week. To give us the details, we have Marlene Alcaide joining us live from Mandaluyong City. Marlene, what is on the president's agenda in the United States?
Sean, a week after his state visits to Indonesia and Singapore, President Bongbong Marcos is all set for his United States trip next week to attend the 77th United Nations General Assembly. The president will leave for the U.S. on Sunday to attend and speak in the UNGA. The president's primary objective will be on the Philippines' economic recovery post-pandemic. The president is expected to participate in the CEO roundtables with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and U.S. companies. Part of the agenda is to discuss issues on food and energy security, as well as sustainable economic development. The president will also speak at the Philippine Economic Briefing to encourage more investors and to outline his key economic priorities. While the president is away, the designated officer in charge will be Vice President Sara Duterte. The Foreign Affairs Department confirmed that VP Sara will not be able to attend the Education Summit. Instead, she will be represented by DFA Secretary Enrique Manalo. The summit will be held in New York from September 16 to 19. Sean, this is the first time that President Bongbong Marcos will step foot in the United States after a long-standing contempt order that prevented him from entering the U.S. President Marcos is expected to return to the Philippines on the 24th. Sean?
Right, so how come when there is a long-standing contempt order from the United States, Marlene, how is the president able to confidently go to America?
If he entered the U.S., he has the U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman earlier confirmed that the president may enter the U.S. because he will be protected by a diplomatic immunity. Sean?
All right, thank you so much for shedding some clarity on that issue and for those updates. Marlene Alcaide reporting to us live from Mandaluyong. Thanks, Marlene. And the consortium, backed by South Korean and European firms, bagged the $11 billion contract to develop the Sangli Airport in Cavite. The Cavite provincial government formally awarded the deal to the consortium, composed of Cavitex Holdings and the Yuchengco Group of Companies House of Investments. Also part of the consortium is Samsung's construction arm, Samsung C&T, which was responsible for the construction of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Back in 2020, an initial deal involving Macro Asia and a China state-owned company collapsed after both parties failed to comply with requirements. The Sangli Airport is envisioned to be a two-runway airport with an annual capacity of 80 million passengers. We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. This is still One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Twitter whistleblower Peter Zatko testified before the U.S. Congress about the company's substandard cybersecurity measures. The details in this video from Bloomberg.
I'm here today because Twitter leadership is misleading the public, lawmakers, regulators, and even its own board of directors. What I discovered when I joined Twitter was that this enormously influential company was over a decade behind industry security standards. The company's cybersecurity failures make it vulnerable to exploitation, causing real harm to real people. And when an influential media platform can be compromised by teenagers, thieves, and spies, and the company repeatedly creates security problems on their own, this is a big deal for all of us. So what are the problems I discovered? Two basic issues. First, they don't know what data they have, where it lives, or where it came from, and so, unsurprisingly, they can't protect it. And this leads to the second problem, which is the employees then have to have
Or estate tax case. Henares added that the BIR can file a tax evasion case against the Marcoses in order to reopen the estate tax issue. The World Health Organization says that the end of the COVID-19 pandemic is on the horizon. The WHO will convene experts in October to determine whether COVID-19 can still be considered a public health emergency of international concern. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.